One of the things that are useful for IEMT practitioners to do is to scout the internet and search for places where people who have actually undergone stuff that are similar to IEMT or actually IEMT and what they're saying about it. And one of the easiest places to find people's reactions to eye movement work is Reddit, where you can see the EMDR forum where people are talking about their experiences, what's going on, and comparing how you would do that specifically when you were using IEMT. Now, the other day, I found this post which I found interesting because there's one aspect of EMDR where people work on changing or doing something about their beliefs in relation to a certain event or a certain trauma. And I'm going to share it on the screen in a little bit and have a small chat about it. So here it goes. So this person is saying, Oscillating Beliefs. Hello, I'm working through some abandonment issues in EMDR recently, and I am focusing on the positive beliefs in between sessions. Does anybody relate to the experience of sometimes fully believing the positive beliefs, but still having intense symptoms, and sometimes not believing them at all? Example, I am lovable. One possible response is, Psh, obviously I'm lovable, I'm a human, I am lovable. Second possible response, I am feeling connected to the unloved child and I can connect to the belief that I am unlovable and will continue to sit with this feeling. It's almost like repressing the negative belief by over-believing the positive. I don't know if that makes sense, but if it does, I would love to hear your experiences. Thank you. Alright, so here's what the person is discussing. I'm working through some abandonment issues in EMDR recently, and I am focusing on the positive beliefs in between sessions. So the main thing we know that this person is working on abandonment. Now, that's a big title. It could be abandonment by parents. It could be many forms of abandonment. But if somebody was actually left as a child, that's a core experience that he or she has experienced in a certain sense. And it's not about beliefs. It's a fact of life. They were left. Now, it could be because somebody died, because there was a divorce, because whatever. But the issue is this thing really happened. And this person felt what they felt based on the experience that they had. Then the person continues. Does anybody relate to the experience of sometimes fully believing the positive beliefs, but still having intense symptoms and sometimes not believing them at all? That's the way beliefs go. Beliefs are not true in all contexts, and they shift from time to time. In certain places, some beliefs work great. In other contexts, beliefs don't work great. Now, beliefs have a thing that's related to our preloading. So if I, for example, believe that I'm smart, and as a child I was able to learn lots of things and do lots of things, solve problems, was able to do things in an easy way, and I had this affirmation from my parents, I might have a sense of being smart. But if I actually have the IQ skills, but my parents always criticized me in a certain sense that I can do better, and teachers might say that could do better, etc., I would have a different belief. So that will be related to the person's preloading. In addition to the preloading, which is what happened before, they have the person's experience in a certain sense. If I'm in a relationship, for example, and in this relationship I feel that I am connected with this person and this person makes me feel comfortable, but I have a preloading of things don't last, for example, I might have a sense of I need this person to confirm that things will be okay, etc. for a very long period of time. Let's continue this person's thoughts. Example, I am lovable. One possible response is, obviously I'm lovable, I'm a human, I am lovable. Second possible response, I am feeling connected to the unloved child and I can connect to the belief that I am unlovable and will continue to sit with this feeling. Now, both can be true. Some people will find this person lovable, some people will find this person unlovable. And both beliefs can coexist in a certain sense, because being lovable or unlovable is a matter of choice for different people. It's a matter of who this person is. Are they worth loving according to that person? Are they somebody they like their qualities about? There are so many aspects that go there. But what we will focus on here is the person's actual experience. So when somebody says, okay, I am lovable, I'm a human, that's common sense. And that's related more to the left hemisphere, where the person is thinking logically. If I am a human, then somebody will love me, so in fact I am lovable. Which is true. Everybody has somebody that will love them to a certain extent, based on who they are, based on what they do, no matter how destructive they are. We have serial killers who their parents thought they were the nicest kids in the world. On another note, if we move to the other part of the experience, which is what somebody who does IMT can pay attention to, the person says, I am feeling connected to the unloved child. So what this person is saying, that they are connected to the unloved child, which is someplace. In IMT, we might ask, so when you think of the connected child, where is this child? And how old is this child? And what's happening around this unloved child? The unloved child. What about the I that's connected to this unloved child? Where is it? How old is it? What's happening around it? Now, because there is this dissociative element from the unloved child, the person probably has a feeling about that unloved child, which we can call a metaposition emotion. So how do you feel about that unloved child? I feel frustrated. I feel sad. I feel upset that my parents did that. I feel worried that if I ever have a child of my own, this and that will happen. So this person has a view of that child that was unloved. And in IMT, we can work with that specific emotion, help the person ameliorate however they feel about it. They feel angry, they feel sad, they feel frustrated. Remember, we cannot change the past, we can just change how we're perceiving it. And by changing the perception of the unloved child from maybe whatever this person has a sense of right now, which is not comfortable for them, to something that makes, okay, so my parents had no clue what to do and they were just incapable of love. Okay, it has nothing to do with me. That's one of the options that this person can reach once we help them deal with how they feel about that experience. We then move, or if I was working with this person, I would move to the unloved child. Where is it? How old is it? What's happening around it? And I would do identity work on that. Unless something shows up once we work on the meta position. And then we move to the last part, and I can connect to the belief that I am unlovable and will continue to sit with this feeling. The I am unlovable is an identity level belief. So I go, so this I am unlovable, how strong is it on a scale of 1 to 10? And how familiar? And when's the first time you can remember feeling this feeling? And I can do the basic K pattern on that. I can also explore the I that feels unlovable. Where is it? How old is it? What's happening around it? Without actually forcing the person to change their beliefs. Because that was their experience as a child. And trying to change that, it's like telling them, no, you're wrong about your past. You should change that. And you should think that you are lovable because you are human and everybody is worth loving. Well, that's factually true, but that doesn't change that person's experience. So I'm gonna be doing more of these stuff every now and then. Going on Reddit, finding some interesting posts, talking about them from an IMT perspective. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe. If you know somebody who can benefit from this, please share this video. And until next time, take care.